Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I just want to share a little project I did at home, a little DIY project on something that recently happened to me. Instead of throwing something away, I just thought I'd repurpose it and maybe put it up for display. So recently I went on a trip to Hawaii, and not too long before that I purchased the Insta360 ONE X2. I was mainly using it for BTS, POV, stuff went on like photo shoots, or maybe on a video shoot. I just wanted to show like my perspective or things that I did throughout the shoot, and maybe just like different angles. It's a great camera. The Insta360 is really cool, and it's like a nice different angle you can get. Unfortunately, when I was on my trip, it got water damaged. Instead of me throwing it away to eco waste, I wanted to repurpose it somehow and possibly use it for showcase. So I did this. Pretty sick. I thought it was pretty sick. It's pretty cool. Basically what I did was I took apart the Insta360 and just put it in a frame to make it look nice. Now this looks very similar, and I was very inspired by Grid Studio. They do a bunch of stuff, like they do the Game Boy and they do like old iPhones, and they just take it apart. And I just thought, instead of me throwing away and eco-wasting the Insta360 and kind of just throwing it away because it was just not working, yeah, I just thought this would be a fun project, I did look into getting it repaired, but when I was looking at it inside and taking it apart, I just saw lots of salt and like water damage. I don't know if you can see it. There's like I don't know if when I was going through it, I saw it was like irreparable, and there was so much stuff happening at the time in terms of sending it on Canada Post and trying to get it repaired. But basically, I wasn't allowed to send it to China. So all the posts that I was able to do, or the companies to send it, they weren't allowing at the time because of COVID. So didn't want anything to be sent to China. And as I was getting it all ready, and like I kind of knew like it was irreparable. Like even just to send it was just gonna be too much money. So I just said it's okay. Like I'll just take the damages, and it's fine. Like I'll just keep it as a namesake. So instead, I just hey, the little project, maybe I'll just take it apart, put it together again, and maybe kind of make it look nice, and frame it up. I thought it was really cool. So the reason why I took this apart, partially because I had a lot of great memories in Hawaii when I was using this camera. I got a lot of great footage and really cool things that I got to see, like fish, and got to just see like the whole surrounding. I've never been to Hawaii before, so this was a great camera to bring. And it just had a lot of great positive memories there, so I decided just to kind of frame it up and just put my memories on the wall. Yeah. When this got damaged, I was actually going to make a video about it. I had it for about 3 months at the time, and I thought that was a really good amount of time to know, and I could give my honest opinion on it. But it got damaged, and by the time I'm making this video right here, the new version came out, and all the problems and all the things that I didn't like were fixed. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So I'm probably gonna save up and purchase that camera. That's a great camera. Yeah, I would highly recommend getting that camera, especially the new one, the X3. A lot of improvements, and the sensor size is a lot bigger. So I highly recommend that camera, especially for the price. And for me, when I purchased the original one, I originally got it as a creator's kit because it was on sale. And essentially the creator's kit came with the tripod, the extender stick, and it came with a memory card. So it was $100 off from the original price, and you just get all these extra things. And I was like, oh wow, this is awesome. So if I did purchase it again, I would just buy the Insta360, and it would just everything would just be cohesive again. So yeah. Okay, so before throwing this onto the wall, I just did a lot of pre-planning before deciding on what to do and how it would look, and I guess how the spacing would look like on the frame. Unfortunately, I got really excited and I forgot to film me disassembling it, but obviously I didn't disassemble it, It was probably 30 minutes to an hour just to get everything out and make sure it's all clean, and took all the glue out and make it all a little pretty, Make it just the extra bit of sleek, So basically I put all the parts together and laid them out on a white piece of paper, on a 8.5 by 11 paper, and I took a photo. I then brought the photo into Photoshop and cleaned it up so I can lay out and just see what every part looks like. After I brought it into Photoshop, I kind of just organized it and played around with a bunch of angles and combinations to see what it looks like. I just wanted to see like what was the best fit or how it would like kind of just like work out together, because a lot of these parts are 2 or 3, and it was hard to kind of like balance it the best I could with the space that I had. So I just found this frame at home. It was just like an old frame I had, and this was like kind of the biggest one I had at the time, and I didn't want to purchase a new one. I just thought it'd be really fun and see if I can, you know, space it out with what I had. Went through Photoshop and laid it out, planned it out, and made sure everything fit and it looked good to me, and I was like, okay, cool, that's awesome. After deciding everything was good, positioned right, everything was great, I went ahead and I printed it. So after I printed, I just made sure that it fit and everything was kind of where I wanted it, and played around with position again just to double check and decide, okay, cool, this is great, this is done. After I finalized everything, I went ahead and brought out the super glue, and I found some old risers for like couches and for like tables. Just when it's on the floor, it kind of gives it protection and safety from the wood. And basically I used it just to give it a little bit of height, just because some of the things on the actual frame and the parts are not flat. So I wanted to give it a little bit of dimension. Instead of it being on an angle, it's like flat with the frame and everything like that. After I put it all together and glued, it's good to go. And the final look is this. Yeah, so I'm really excited on how this turned out, and I'm really happy that, you know, I put this together. I just thought it'd be a really cool thing just to add to my office. Just to give it a little bit of extra spice, you know, extra funk. And that's it. Just a little quick video on my little DIY project, you know. So thanks guys for watching. I hope to see you in the next video, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.